Hey, what's up? This is Mike D from Killswitch Engage. You're watching MPJ Rock.
I know because your band name is Killswitch Engage. Mm-hmm. Which one of you guys was the X-Files fan? Because I want to believe.
I was the X-Files fan.
You were the X-Files fan.
I used to keep a notebook near the nightstand where I would just watch TV and I'd jot down things here and there. I used to have to write a lot of the lyrics for my old band, and I'm not a very good lyricist, so I would steal stuff from TV. And the word Killswitch popped up in an X-Files episode, and I thought it would work for something in the near future. It just so happened to work.
I bet you never expected that it would actually be a whole band name.
No, not at all.
Wow, that's really cool. Now I know in the past that you guys have toured with major fests like Ozfest and the Mayhem Tour and everything. Do you have any plans in the future to do any big tours like that again?
Not this year, for sure. I would like to take a year off. We'll do it 1 year and then take a year off and do our own thing. And this year is the take a year off year. So, I mean, possibly next year. But Mayhem was really fun. It's probably the best U.S. roving tour that we did. That and Warped Tour, and both are run by the same people, organized the same way. Everyone gets together, all the bands get together at the end of the shows, and barbecues go on, and it's a really cool way to meet people. Maybe you admire a band, you get a chance to check them out and see how nice the guys are, and share a burger with them and have some beers. It's a really cool way to run stuff like that. And no egos are involved.
That's nice. Yeah, no egos involved. That's probably rare too. Sometimes to get a bunch of big stars together.
Ozfest was a completely different story where they would very much segregate the main stage bands and the second stage bands, and they would give you problems if you walked into the main stage area if you were a second stage band, and they'd look down on you. It was definitely a weird feeling, and that was our introduction to that whole scene. We did Ozfest 2003. It was the first major tour we did, and it seemed a little weird.
Yeah, that would be
a little strange.
Uncomfortable a little bit. Now, this tour took you to South America for the first time ever. So, what was that like? Did you get to experience Carnival at all when you were there?
No Carnival. It was awesome though. Great tour. I wish we had done it earlier, but I'm excited that we got a chance to do it. Not a lot of bands get to.
Yeah.
It's very expensive to get down there, and we had a guide that showed us around. They love buffets down there.
Yeah.
Buffets everywhere where they take there's like the meat on the stick and they cut it off right in front of you, on your plate and all that stuff. I'm vegetarian, but the meat eaters loved it. Actually, Adam was kind of having his own contest with himself to see how many species of animals he could get in his stomach in one sitting, and he got up to 14.
Wow.
So he was pretty excited about that. That includes fish and whatnot.
Okay, I was like thinking guinea pigs in my head. I know Peru, they eat them, so it's in the back of my mind. I'm thinking, that
was great. The crowds are very much happy that you're there. It's super excited, very, very loud. It's pretty much everything you hope for in a show.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
so, how were the spiders?
Thankfully, I didn't see any. In Sao Paulo, Brazil, where we first started at, we went to the center of town, which is the last known area of rainforest they have in Sao Paulo, which is one of the, I think it's the third largest city in the world and fifth most populated. So it's a humongous city that used to be all rainforest, and now it's just down to one little park in the center of town. But it was beautiful. That was really cool. I was told about the spiders, but I didn't see them.
Now, I know that Adam broke his toe the second day that you guys were down there. Did he do that by kicking any spiders?
No, by walking down a flight of stairs.
He should have stuck with kicking spiders.
It was funny. It was the introduction to us in our first show, and the buses had these kind of steep stairs, and he was wearing flip-flops because the guy with back problems always has to wear the crappiest foot attire.
Yeah.
And he just so happened there was a crowd of people and they were cheering for us, and he walks down, stumbles and falls right in front of everybody and breaks his toe. He's like, hey, it's me.
That's where you'd make an entrance for sure.
Mr. Clumsy.
Flip-flops, flip-flops and stairs they don't mix. Especially in Brazil. I mean, spiders again, feet and spiders. I wouldn't think.
It was very hot though. it was sort of the weather for flip-flops, but he shouldn't be wearing them. Not with back.
No, you won't.
No, he does all
Next
the time.
So I know that you've mentioned you want to redefine yourselves. How do you feel like you're accomplishing that on this tour? Are you reinventing Killswitch Engage?
I suppose we had built ourselves up to do pretty big arenas the last few tours leading up right up to this one, but the economy is so bad that we took a step backwards, but we still have the same production, so it makes some of these small places look even huger, even like really, really big. And we have giant video screens and stuff like that. We're trying to give the fans who may, it's their local hangout that they may go see other bands at, but give them a completely new experience than they've ever had at their local club. And that's sort of the goal.
Oh, that's very cool. So, how do you feel about coming as far as you have when you guys just started out as a weekend band? It must be nice driving around in a tour bus instead of driving yourselves around in a van.
Well, it's definitely nothing we ever planned for. I guess luck was on our side. Really, really cool.
It's the name. It's definitely the name.
It took 10 years, but I don't know. This is pretty amazing.
So
bands would kill to be on a bus like this.
Yeah,
so
it's very nice.
Very, very humbled by the experience for sure.
Really, that's great. That's nice to hear, actually. Now, inquiring minds want to know. I know it was a long time ago, but what kind of van were you guys driving around exactly? Was it like one of those child molesting vans with no windows, the kind that you like pull up to a house and drag someone in the back and then drive off quick? Or
what did we use? No, it was a nice van.
It was a nice van.
It was black.
Duct-taped windows.
Duct-taped windows. Although we probably should have done that. You never know when someone's going to try to break into it and steal all your equipment.
Yeah.
No, just a regular van.
That's nice.
It's hard to sleep in a van. It's hard to sleep sitting up for sure.
Wow.
Did that happen to you with someone breaking your van?
No, but we know many bands that's happened to. Actually, Unearth had their van broken into, I think in Baltimore, and there was just blood everywhere.
Baltimore. Blood?
All their stuff was taken out, and there's blood all over their van.
They don't know why the blood didn't belong to them?
No, it was from the homeless person who stole all their stuff, and when the police tracked the guy down, they're like, oh yeah, that guy definitely has AIDS.
Whoa! Oh man, and that's what they do
pretty
with the
nasty.
bands. Now, overall, I'd say that on this tour, especially this tour in particular, you guys seem to be reinventing yourselves quite a bit. Probably in ways that you hadn't even imagined.
You mean by having our singer leave the tour and having somebody else sing?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, for instance, since you brought it up, now I know in the X-Files show that your band is named for, Killswitch. Killswitch is actually a virus that's against artificial intelligence. Do you feel like your music is sort of like a virus, just sort of spreading around and attaching to hosts?
Then it would all make sense.
Then it would make sense, just like the show.
Hopefully it will continue to spread.
Is there anything you want to add to it? Or?
Just thank you guys for wanting to watch the interview. Thank you for the interview. Really appreciate it. Howard has not quit the band. It's all going to be fine. We just need a little time to figure things out. But currently, Phil is with us. Phil from All That Remains. He's doing a great job. He was a big Killswitch fan, and within about 20 hours, he was on stage with us doing 13 songs.
Wow.
So he's the hero of the day in all of this. And now currently we have our old singer, our first singer, Jesse, is actually his first trip on a bus was this morning.
Oh, instead of the van.
Yeah, he was pretty excited about it, and he is spending the next few days with us, wrapping up the tour. And
awesome.
He does his songs, and Phil does the other ones. It's pretty fun.
Oh, that's very cool.
Killswitch karaoke.
And everyone's going to be waiting for that one next. That should be your next live DVD, Killswitch karaoke.
How did you guys ask Phil? If you don't mind me asking, how did you guys ask?
Yeah, how did you ask Phil?
I mean, he's a really good friend of ours, and the good part was that his band was off tour already, and they're writing a record, and they're having Adam produce it anyway. So Adam has been in contact with them ever since they got off tour, asking them, how the demos are coming and stuff like that. So, I mean, he was the first person we thought of. He was runner-up to Howard as far as picking a new singer when Jesse left. So he was already in the back of our minds as like, yeah, if anything ever goes wrong, Phil's our man, and he's worked out out really well.
That's very cool. Awesome. Good that you have a fallback plan B. Killswitch plan B.
You need a B, C, and D.